okay? Procedure, 20 minutes. 20 minutes for this procedure. Why the fuck am I at the hospital 2 hours early? So we can look at each other for 2 hours before the surgery? This was an experience, and I hope I don't have to go through it again. So we're at the hospital, and he's having the surgery. 20 minutes, mind you. Why the fuck was I there for over 6 hours? I made the mistake of going into the waiting room when they told me I had to leave, and I sat next to a woman who was crocheting an Afghan. Now I was trying to be polite, and I told her what a can I have a drink?
Yes, you may.
All right. I told this woman what a beautiful Afghan she was making, and I'm a pretty real person. After I told her that, she had to tell me how many she made, what colors they were, whom she gave them to, and for what occasion. Like I give a fuck. I had to leave that room before she showed me the pictures of her kids, and her grandkids. Has that ever happened to you? Where you've been somewhere? Now, if you know this person, that's different. You want to see their kids and their grandkids. But if you don't know somebody, who gives a fuck? She showed me these pictures, you know, isn't he cute? No, he's not. And neither is she. But you can't tell this person that because you got to be honest. You didn't know about that about Hillary, did you? I don't want to see your grandkids if you don't have any, if I don't know you. So finally, after hours of waiting and hours of eating the cafeteria diet food, and hours of going to the overpriced gift shop, I go up to the receptionist more than once, and I asked her, can I go back there with him? I know he's out of surgery in 20 fucking minutes. I've been here 6 hours. Well, Mrs. Anderson, he's not awake yet. Well, let my ass back there. He'll wake up real fast. Seriously, this happened. They would not let my ass back there. Why, I don't know. So finally, when I'm finally ready to go back there, I know he's okay. He's got the best drugs in the world. He's not in any pain. I'm frustrated because I don't have my laptop and I want to go home. And I walk back there and my husband says, I'm in pain. Seriously, I don't give a fuck. Get dressed and let's get the hell out of here. How do you want to comment on that? My poor husband puts up with me. Now this happened. Well, she's repeating this at work either way. I was pissed. Because I don't really have a lot of patience. So, the doctors told him more than 5 times, and the nurses told him, in about a day and a half, you're going to start urinating blood. Am I holding the mic right? Okay. It is a normal procedure. It's going to happen. You're going to urinate blood for a day and a half. Do not panic. It's normal. He's like, okay, okay, okay. Now I know my husband. So on the way home, we're driving home, and I told him repeatedly, now you're going to start urinating blood. I know, I know, I know. You're going to start urinating blood. I know. What happens? Day and a half, he starts urinating blood. Ah! I'm pissing out blood! Do something! I'm dying! He's a man. I said, what do you want, a Kotex or a tampon? True story. Isn't that funny? Why don't you come over here and join us instead of looking over the wall there, buddy? That happened. Am I mean? You're my sister, you do not count. Have you ever been out with your husband and you're the designated driver? And he is totally shit-faced. And you're driving his ass home. Sorry, hubby. And the more they drink, the sexier they think they are. Yeah. Come on, ladies. They think they're sexy. Baby, when you get home, you're going to get it. Since when did alcohol and sex ever mix? Never has, and never will. You're not getting shit. But you're going to try all night long, and your dick's going to get sore trying. But you're not getting shit. So you're driving home, and you're praying that he falls asleep before you get home. And he doesn't. Can you hear me, son? He gets his ass into bed. And you're praying that before you come to bed, he falls asleep. And And he doesn't. So you get into bed, and he tries his damnedest, but nothing happens. You both pass out from physical exhaustion. And he wakes up the next morning and he's smiling. Why is he smiling? Because he thinks something happened because his dick is sore. Need I say more? Any pot smokers in the house? Herb is gone. That was my pot smoker. Any pot smokers in the house? I'm not going to tell anybody. Any pot smokers out there? There we go. Okay, you can relate to this. I don't smoke this shit. I don't need this shit to be crazy because I'm crazy enough. Ask my co-workers. We're going on a casino run with some co-workers. And I've worked all week and I've saved my money to lose at the casino. And I want to gamble. But my friends, they have to get their weed ready before the trip. How long does that take? So I had to experience this shit. They sit there, and they first have to get some green shit out of a bag, and they crumble it up. Those of you who don't know this, because I had to learn this. Then they pick up seeds, and this is what they do. They pick out all the seeds out of this weed. I'm not going to tell you who it was. Then after all the seeds are gone, then they, oh, Corey, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? And then they gotta get all the sticks out of the weed. So all the sticks are out of the weed. This great big old pile of green shit becomes about this big after they're done cleaning it out. And I'm still waiting.
Get it without seeds.
You know what? They don't throw the seeds out. They put the shit in the jar, the seeds in the jar.
So you buy the shit without the seeds.
We don't got that kind of money, honey. I work for the city. So then they pull out this thing called a dugout. Look at here, I got heads turning now because these people know what I'm talking about. Don't you? Oh, don't turn your head on me. I see your ass. They pull out this little wooden box and it's called a dugout. That's what it's called. I don't have one. These are my coworkers. And they put this little tiny, this green shit in this little dugout on one side. And there's a metal cigarette on the other side. They got to clean that out. Half-hour process. They got to look at this little cigarette. They got to clean it out. They got to put their instruments in it, clean it out, blow through it, get it all nice and clean. They're looking through it to make sure they can see through it. And then what do? Then they shove the shit back in the cigarette. They sit there like they're idiots. They get all the weed back in the little tiny cigarette hole. I don't smoke this shit, so I'm just telling you what I'm watching here. I said, okay, you spent a half hour cleaning this shit out. Now you fill it back in with this green shit. After you've taken all the weeds out, the stems out, and all the seeds out, you have to save the seeds. Don't throw the seeds out. Maybe I should check my lawn. Okay, the weed is ready. It's been a fucking hour, and I'm kind of fed up. I want to go to the casino and lose my money. So they put their little weed, they got their little dugout, they got it in their pocket. So we're on our way to the casino. 20 minutes into the drive, they're looking. They left their weed at the house. Now then, what took 20 minutes to get to where we were going, they slammed on the brakes. I got whiplash. They made the fastest U-turn I've ever seen. My truck almost rolled over. And what took 20 minutes to get out to the casino took 5 minutes to get my license back home. 5 minutes so they could get their fucking weed. Woo! Is that true? I thought, Jesus, Lord help me, I'm going to have a fun night tonight. Okay, you got your fucking weed, we're in the truck, we're on our way back to the casino, which is going to take another 20 minutes, not 5, because they got their weed. And then we're driving. Listen to this shit. Then we're driving. I don't smoke this shit. And they say, okay, man, what's the plan?